Hello and welcome back to the third game for the Dota2 Champions League match between EG and VirtusPro. We are in Group A. EG will be on the Radiant side for this match with VirtusPro on the Dire side. It's a 1-1 score, and of course, I am not by myself to present you this matchup. We have got a person here that you will not hear, you will not see, but you'll see what he does. What do you do? Yeah, that's English. It's Nahaz, of course, our stats man. And of course, the person that you will hear is Capitalist. Well, you can tell it's getting later, isn't it? And my English is just starting to just evaporate. Welcome back. See you.
What it do, Sheever? What it do?
What it do? Well,
I am doing fantastic, Sheever.
good. Good to hear. So, you know, you've just seen a match for...
I hope we're having a wonderful day as well.
Yes, thank you. Can you hear me? We're on
Yes.
Skype, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Good to know. But the question I wanted to ask you is that we've just seen two games, and now granted, VirtusPro did kind of prematurely called GG in previous game, according to me, and I think according to you as well. Well, what's the big difference that we're gonna see this game?
10
Like,
seconds remaining.
what are the teams gonna do? What's the thing that we have to look out for?
5 seconds remaining.
Well, okay. I was about to say Bounty Hunter and Clockwork are both very high priority heroes here for both teams, but they're instantly banned out. I mean, honestly, both teams, they both have signature heroes, and they do have their own strategies. VirtusPro has really been impressing me with their very, very reserved play. Yeah, yes, Naga.
Yay, you got it right. It was not surprising.
All I hear is like this whisper. I was like, "What is she whispering?" And I was like, "Oh, whispering to Naga."
VirtusPro actually first
Well, you're right.
banned Naga the entire, both of the previous games, and they didn't do it right now, so, you know, it was the most obvious hero that I could predict, but I felt like I should do it anyway. So hereby done. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah, but they also gave away the Venomancer and Elder Titan, which is not only really strong heroes, especially the Venomancer, but Elder Titan is one of the signature heroes for EG. So they have themselves some really good setup. Unfortunately, though, they do have the Naga Siren to deal with, and that both counters. Like, if it's an aggressive Naga Siren ultimate, you're not able to respond well to it with Elder Titan because you take too long with your abilities. They're going to be set up, they're going to be ready for the stomp, for the Earth Splitter. So if it's an aggressive one, obviously you have issues. If it's a defensive one, then obviously, again, you're going to be able to, the Earth Splitter might hit, but you're going to be able to walk away from that team fight alive. So that's going to be quite a big issue, but it shows how much EG values the Elder Titan, and the fact they're willing to pick it up, even though VP already has a pretty decent counter to Elder Titan in many ways, and Naga Siren. So, but both ways, it looks like Lifestealer, with VP's already established themselves as having a lot of mid-game here. With the Naga Siren and the Lifestealer, they could potentially even secure late game with a strong mid. So I think, again, we're going to see VP. I mean, why not just keep going with what works? Last game, I felt it was working for them until they called out that GG. Just keep going, hold the late game, and play this very, very passively. Control your lanes, and I think VP should be able to take this game pretty easily. I felt that they had both games pretty well in hand. Things got a little out of control at the end there towards game two really bad team fights. But other than that, I felt that VP has been controlling these games pretty brilliantly, and I don't see that stopping. EG, unless they're going to go something extreme here and really swap up their strategy and their play style, I don't really see EG being able to deal with VP's control.
Yeah, I like the ban for the Disruptor that EG does. VirtusPro, they were actually one of the teams that before TI3 picked up Naga and Disruptor most of all the teams, the combination of heroes that is. So making sure that they can't get that. We have, by the way, 3 of the 4 bans in the second banning phase are support bans. So, yeah. We still have Shadow Shaman in. The other hero that I was gonna say was actually the Vengeful Spirit, because that's also a hero that VirtusPro has just played a lot of lately. But he's still in the pool. Perhaps EG wants to make a go at that one. Because we're going to see Fog play something else, by the way. Because Crystal Maiden banned out by themselves, granted. So we're gonna see Frog play something different. Rejoice. I like the Shadow Shaman pickup though, but he does need a decent safe lane. Like, they do reveal that they're probably going to be having a safe lane, unless it's a solo mid Shadow Shaman, which I'm really hoping for, but I'm not really counting on, especially not if there's a puck up against him, because that's not going to be a good time for Shadow Shaman. But Shadow Shaman, he's not the best when it comes to aggressive tri lanes. He needs a bit of time, he needs a couple of levels. So they kind of lock themselves into that position, and we're going to see if EG responds to that with perhaps their own aggressive tri lane, because I feel like Elder Titan, we've seen him fulfill multiple roles. There is still a chance for him to be solo safe lane, puck mid, aggressive tri lane with the Venomancer, Vengeful Spirit, and something else that's very aggressive. Gyrocopter, Weaver still in the pool as well. It's all very possible. I wouldn't put it past them. Hell, they could even put Elder Titan as a support.
I think...
Reserve time.
You think? That's brilliant.
Weaver's not a bad pickup here, because he's really good versus Lifestealer. What? Huh? Cheever?
I think you lagged there for a moment, or I lagged for the moment, but we're back.
Alright, yeah, you were lagging kind of earlier, I think. I think our connection is just terrible. No matter what voice software apparently we use, it's just...
Yeah.
It's not meant to be, Cheever, I'm sorry!
Well, for me, you said you think, you thought, you said you think, thought, and then you were just quiet for a while, so it's kind of awkward. Sorry.
Well, I think that Weaver is potentially, it's a good idea because going up against Lifestealer, strong hero, but that being said, you have to deal with both Naga Siren and Shadow Shaman. Both have really, really good disables versus Weaver. So you're running quite a big of a risk if you do try and counter Lifestealer with that pickup. That being said, I think they should run an aggressive tri-lane. Naga Siren is strong and aggressive tri-lane, but she needs level 2. And Shadow Shaman is very, very weak in tri-lane. So if you go aggressive tri-lane and force VP to do a defensive tri-lane, I think you're going to have a really good time, especially since Venomancer can hit those Gales. He's a really good tri-lane hero, and he can slow down Lifestealer if he gets off that slow before Rage. So I think, all in all, I think that's the best course of action right now for EG.
Yeah, I would like to see that. I really would. Darkseer picked up again by VirtusPro, this time as the 4th pickup. So they also reveal a bit more about what they're gonna do. It's quite straightforward though. Darkseer offline, save trial with the Lifestealer, and give G something that can be aggressive that Lifestealer can invest into. There's still Queen of Pain, there's still a Storm. I'm expecting the Queen of Pain to get banned out by EG since it's a pretty, you know, logical hero to pick up right now in this situation, and it would actually be doing okay up against the puck as well. But we'll see indeed what... oh, Vengeful Spirit.
VirtusPro's turn.
I'm patting myself on the shoulder right now. Because I got it right. And there goes the Razor. That's aggressive Trident hero that they don't want to face. That means one core. Lifesteer is going to be their only core. We already knew that, of course, with the Darkseer. Well, you can call a Queen of Pain perhaps a good core carry. But, yeah, good ban. They really needed that. Otherwise, Lifestealer would have been nothing.
Yeah, Vengeful Spirit is pretty versatile. Being able to be an initiator in some cases, the single target stun could be really good in conjunction with Puck Silence. Puck is going to be the biggest hero to watch out for. I mean, it's always your mid player that's going to be the playmaker, but this game more so than others, where Puck is going to be the one initiating for EG, obviously, but he needs really good initiations. He needs really good rotations here because he is such a counter versus so many of these heroes. But if he fails that initiation, if he doesn't go in at the right time, if he doesn't hit his ultimate well, then he could easily be countered because you've got a lot of disables to be thrown down. If Puck jumps in at the wrong time, he could very easily get mobbed down quickly, disabled out, and taken out of the fight before it even begins. So, definitely want to keep an eye on Emesis's Puck, but that being said, I think their strategy looks a lot better. I like their draft a lot more than last game. You've got the initiator of Puck to be able to set up a lot of these team fights, especially the Elder Titan ult works very, very well in conjunction with Puck. Puck is a good counter to many heroes that depend on, like, for example, Weaver and Lifestealer both depend on their one ability to be able to get them out of team fights, out of ganks very, very quickly. So if you're able to get that Blink Dagger up and get a fast silence off, you can very easily follow up with stuns and disables after that. So I like EG's lineup. The question is just what exactly is going to be their carry pickup.
Well, they're thinking about it, and they still have 25 seconds to do that. Bedrider is, of course, for VirtusPro there, and, I mean, on the lane, Bedrider is going to be doing better than the Puck, especially because Puck on itself already has a fairly slow turn rate, and with one stack of sticky napalm on there, it's going to be even worse, and it's just annoying to face Bedrider as a Puck. But once that Bedrider reaches level 6... Jeez. Okay, that's a Phantom Lancer right there, cool. But once that Bedrider reaches level 6, we've got ourselves a swap. So that means that if Bedrider tries to lasso someone, Vengeful Spirit can swap that target into safety. If Puck initiates on the Bedrider instead, he can silence him before he can get the lasso off. And Bedrider overall, if he grabs someone, and, you know, he's successful, and there's perhaps no swap and no stun available from the Vengeful Spirit, there might be a Gale, and he can still not drag his target away towards his teammates because he's super slow. So there's already a lot of things that EG can do against that Bedrider here with the lineup that they have. And they pick up the Phantom Lancer last. What's your take on that? Because that kind of destroys the whole idea I had with an aggressive trialing coming out from EG. Unless
well,
they have
that's the thing about
the Elder Titan, which I don't think they were gonna.
No. This is how to draft, right? This is one of those really good drafting moves where you leave yourselves open when you have a carry like this. You leave yourself that last pick carry. So many different options, right? They could have run an aggressive trialing. They saw the Batrider picked up. They looked at the mid game picked up by VP. I think if there was maybe less of a playmaker in that mid, a very, very strong hero in mid who's going to be able to rotate to that aggressive tri-lane once he hits level 6, 7. If there was something else a little bit more passive, a little bit more farm heavy in the mid role, I think they would have gone an aggressive tri-lane. But because the Batrider pickup, they decided, you know what, we've got better late game here if we pick up some sort of hard carry. So let's just go for that, play in a defensive tri-lane, and just focus on keeping our jungle and getting to the mid game looking strong. I mean, you've got the Puck and the Elder Titan, two monsters when it comes to mid game team fights. So, and that's the biggest thing. That BP, they don't have an overwhelming amount of push. They do have Shadow Shaman wards, and that's their best deal. But the biggest thing is they have really good pickoff with Batrider, leading into good team fights with Naga Siren, Darkseer, and Lifestealer. Really, really good mid-game team fight heroes. So if they can just focus on getting Elder Titan and Puck farm, they can stand up against that and keep VP from being able to push Rax long enough to get Phantom Lancer to the point where he's unstoppable.
Yeah, I believe the game yesterday against VP was actually a def loss for EG because they didn't play it, by the way, so I don't think we can count that. What was it? Yeah, I think they had to call it quits halfway. Let's take a look at who's playing what. Fear will play the Phantom Lancer. On the bottom lane, no surprise, Fogged on his Vengeful Spirit. No Crystal Main for him this game. Jo playing the Venomancer this game, so he can maybe micro bit with, well, wait a second. Iron Shell being put on. Can they do something? Lances, Gale, up on Line of Heaven, up on an S. And S all of a sudden getting stunned up. He is going to be the one to fall here. Can he at least take Jo with him? He can, but in a way, not entirely, because of course First Blood does go the way of VG. Perhaps Fear still in some trouble. The Iron Shell's on, the stun comes out from Fogged again. It should be enough. Self comes out from Fear. In comes an S again, though he only has a Riptide. That's going to be a 1-for-1 trade here, with First Blood going to EG. But at least Line of Heaven gets a kill in return. And he actually got so little experience for that one because NS was already dead at that point, while EG had to share the kill between 3 targets. So experience-wise, VirtusPro gets slightly ahead, but gold-wise, of course, it's quite a big loss. Mid lane,
yeah, I know. I
Puck,
felt that.
Yeah, MSS, sorry, Universe, Elder Titan. We already knew that one, but yeah, just to get that done and over with. Sorry. And
what, VP? NS is on Naga Siren, G is on Batrider, Blow Your Brains on the Lifestealer, Light of Heaven is on the Darkseer, and that leaves Heart on the Shadow Shaman, which they are doing dual lanes, which I think is a smart decision here. They can get much more aggressive. These two very, very tanky heroes at bottom lane. That being said, wow, they're being way more aggressive than I thought they would have. I thought this was going to be, yes, sit in the lane and get experience, but they're actively trying to force fights with EG, and that's extremely surprising to me. I mean, they have, especially level 2, EG has actually very, very strong level 2. Once you have Poison Sting up and you get the minus armor out of Vengeful Spirit, they could very easily take these team fights. So I think now that they're both level 2, VP shouldn't play quite so aggressive. I mean, they're definitely playing their harass game, though, very, very well. Look at how low Fear is already.
Yeah, those Iron Shells doing work for sure. He actually has got his Basti ring. He's got the aura turned on because he wants to make his creeps a bit more tanky, perhaps. It's the only way that you can stop this harassment from going on. Light of Heaven, he is low on mana, so he has to be careful because those iron shells are not going to last forever. Close to having his soul ring ready, though. And of course, I mean, they can be fairly aggressive. You know that Venomancer has got this Gale, which is one of the strongest, if not the strongest, level 1 spell that you can think of. But Surge makes you move at max movement speed, regardless of the slows you have on. So the Gale is not that big of an issue in this case for Light of Heaven and for NS, or either of the two, whichever gets hit by that Gale. So I think that's the reason why they can be as aggressive as they are. And it works out so far. Oh gee, what are you doing? Nice, not gonna be able to do anything then. Or is he? Oh gee, don't dive!
Wow.
Oh, you can't do that! What?
Gee, my goodness. I mean, that was a bad idea anyway, but he also still had 5 magic stick charges. Or, excuse me, 10 magic stick charges. Right? So there was no way he was going to possibly be able to pick up that kill. And that's something you got to keep your eye on. If you are a Batrider mid, you are just feeding away magic stick charges. And a 80 smart mid, knowing he's going up against Batrider, will pick up a magic wand right away. So I don't know what he was thinking there, but it's not what you want to see out of your mid lane, because they're winning all their other lanes, right? The dual lane strategy is definitely working out for VP.
Yeah. I mean, if even I think it's a bad idea to dive like that on a Batrider, then, you know, that says something. It's apparently not been his hero of choice lately, as I'm slightly lagging here. Are you still here? Hello?
Yep, I'm still here.
Cool. My stream is also still here, so this is just my Dota sitting frozen, so I'll let you cast for a while, even though, you know, we don't see what's going on.
Alright, well, for the time being, it's pretty passive. Like, this bottom lane has already asserted their dominance enough, and they're keeping Fear low enough with the constant harassment of Riptide and Ion Shell that they can never actually force a fight. So instead, they're trying to pull, but unfortunately that is blocked. So this dual lane is pretty much, I feel it's really winning the game for VP right now. Like, they're picking up all the golden experience in lane while also doing a lot of harassment to Fear. Fear has actually missed quite a lot of CS because of that, sitting at 18-1 compared to Lifestealer's 26-8. You know, that's a huge discrepancy in CS. So the lanes are going very, very well for them, and they need that in order to assert mid-game dominance later on in the game. So things are going well for both sides. MSS just, he's doing well in his lane, just needs to be able to pick up that Blink Dagger fairly early on. That's the big hope for EG, and that's how they're going to stop some of these VP pushes, is Puck being able to hit really good initiations.
Oh, G is in some trouble, though. He will get killed off. Flame Break might be enough, actually. Oh, he walks back in. The Shackle comes out.
Oh,
G
my goodness.
drags MSS with him. Universe still gets a kill off. Arside will be the next target if he doesn't make himself disappear soon. Maybe MSS tries to go for this. Yes, he is. That's going to be very sad Arside soon. MSS is sitting on almost full mana, and he's got a full bottle. Regen Rune doing wonders for him, and he will be able to pick up the kill with the next orb if he hits that one, which he should not hit, apparently. And that's going to be punched. Yeah. I know that it says 4-0 right now on my screen, but that's not true, obviously, because VirtusPro did manage to get themselves one kill so far, so it's 4-1, but that's because I disconnected. Also, can you tell people on Dota TV to switch to a different channel and switch back, just so that they can hear me again, because that's still a bug on Dota TV, I believe.
Yes, if you guys cannot hear Shiva and you're wondering why, switch broadcasters. So switch to the Russian and switch back, and then you should be able to hear Shiva because she disconnected.
Yep. Oh, Light of Heaven.
All better. Oh, Light of Heaven.
Gale, you are in trouble. Lance comes out as well. It's not going to be enough, though. Maybe still the poison is going to be enough as we see NS fighting for his life. It looks like he is successful in that, and the poison is not going to be enough to take Light of Heaven down. Brilliant escape in the end. I was really not expecting that to happen still, because he was already surged before he got stunned and Gale and everything and Lance, but he lived. Shield MVP.
Yeah, that was really, really close, and NS is now able to take advantage of that, knowing that they've thrown all their nukes down, and he's at full health, and he's also a very tanky hero. He's going to play very aggressive in this lane, knowing there's nothing to stop him. So they keep, as long as neither hero goes down, this dual lane is working at peak efficiency right now. One hero takes a lot of harassment, has to go back to the base, but the other one is picking up solo experience because of it. So this is This is perfect. Downright perfect. Universe is now level 6 in this top lane, but he can do absolutely nothing to stop the lifestealer. So in the end, I feel the supports probably just need to smoke up and rotate mid. See if they can get some sort of kill, or possibly even top. You know, try and see if you can get a kill on them, pick off the Shadow Shaman or something like that. With Puck, I mean, right now, MSS, he did the smart thing, right? He picks up an early TP scroll so he can instantly respond to a lane. If the supports smoke up to top and MSS teleports in, they can easily kill the lifestealer with that silence.
Yeah, I wonder if your VirtusPro saw that teleport of Vengeful Spirit coming in and getting cancelled. He thought he needed to help Fear, but in the end cancelled his teleport because it wasn't needed. And now he's not got a TP scroll. He's actually making his way bottom still. The pressure is so enormous. I mean, this tower is just getting chipped away, slowly but steadily. There's no real pushing lineup on either team apart from Venomancer at some point when he has got his wards maxed out and when he's got some higher levels, and Shadow Shaman when he has got his wards, which he's, by the way, being given because he's allowed to solo farm at the moment while Blow Your Brain is out hunting for creeps. By the way, I believe it was actually Nahaz that put out this stat, or maybe it was K-pop, either one of them. If you leave the lane for your Hand of Midas, it only pays off if you don't lose more than 2 creeps of experience and gold. Because if you lose that, then it's not going to be worth moving back and forth for. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, that's also kind of subjective in the fact that if you leave a support in your lane, then it's
obviously,
great for them
in
because
this
they're
case,
picking
it
that
was
experience.
great.
But yeah, it's definitely, people, I think, kind of overvalue using Midas every, like, within the instant it's up, have to use it immediately or else you're losing out on so much gold.
To get it. Yeah.
Yeah, people kind of, I feel, oh, Fear, what have you done, sir? You have no invis. What is happening?
Yeah, he gets ensnared.
He's dead.
Iron Shell's there. In comes TPs though, but it's not going to be enough. Perhaps at least...
wow.
Or is it enough? It is enough! Song comes out and Nest just really wants to get himself out of there. He doesn't have a TP scroll, just has to run. Can't believe that Fear lived through that.
I was like, oh, he's absolutely dead, but... And maybe his magic stick was on cooldown, or those last 2 charges came out later, but he was like 5 mana away from being able to use Riptide there when he walked away, so he must not have been able to use his magic stick, and maybe he just didn't have any charges at that moment. But he walked away, unfortunately, 5 mana away from being able to pick up the kill with a Riptide. Unfortunate, but still, MSS rotated, and they didn't pick up anything else, you know, that's not that big of a deal. They feed away a kill, but the rotation was still there.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
G.
yeah.
Dead. Easy pickings. They knew he was there. I mean, he's farming for his Blink Dagger. That was the spot where you rotate to if you're a Bat Rider and you can't be on your lane and you really want your Blink Dagger. So 1 smoke was all it took. He was very low from the creeps. Setback, he was sitting on 1900 gold, lost about 150 when he died. And necessarily he's forced to buy a TP score right now. By the looks of it. Yeah, he did. So he's gonna be...
G is just not having a good time today.
Not at all. Not at all. Shadow Shaman got mana boots though. He is having a good time. He's got his wards, which of course he already used on the top lane tier 1 tower earlier. Which were just ending up to be gold for the Elder Titan. He has to be careful with that though, because if Elder Titan gets ahead here, it's very scary. He's, by the way, almost got a mechanism ready, just 40 gold away from having the recipe, and then it's complete. And that's a very early mechanism compared to what VirtusPro is going to get, because that Darkseer, which you would expect to build a mechanism, is not there yet by far. Neither is Naga Siren or anybody else that might be able to pick it up. So that's a big win for EG. I wouldn't actually...
God.
Oh, are they going for the bat again? Yes. Oh, 1 hit, the bottle charges! Oh my god, he lives! The miss from the low ground with a double damage turn coming out from MSS. Oh. The pain,
Alright.
the pain.
God, that was luck, buddy, but that was pushing... Like, he just walked up. He just walked up thinking, like, oh, I'll just be able to lasso him. Puck was like, what are you doing? And he just silenced. The moment Batrider got close to him, he just instantly silenced, and God's like, oh, forgot about that ability, or something. I don't know, that was just a really weird engagement there from Batrider, just walking towards the Puck, especially since Puck is very, very dangerous. Once you have that maxed out, once you're level 10, level 11, you just have maxed out nukes, you're incredibly hard to kill, and very, very dangerous. That was just...
And then you dropped away.
silly idea all around.
There you go. Yeah, sorry for that, people. Skype is having some issues. That's why we were on a different program earlier on, but apparently that one failed as well. Doesn't matter though, we're back, and yeah, tower is getting exchanged. That was a tier 1 top 4, tier 1 mid. Blink daggers all around, by the way. Puck has got his one complete. We finally have G getting his as well. He got a bit greedy for that one, but didn't get ganked, so ended up paying off. And that might be just the thing that VirtusPro needs to get their grip back on the game. They've got a life stealer that can infest again in 45 minutes, and of course, Bat Stealer can then be created and can be very successful as well. G is actually looking for some blood here. He's got some supports. They have got the dust. He doesn't get the lasso up, and in comes mass TPs. And that is indeed some mass TPs. G will be the first target. The song comes out. This is going to be EG trying to back off, but the Elder Titan might be getting a stomp off. Can he actually do that? Looks not to be able to get it. Fog getting hexed up. Oh, blow your brain, going for it. Didn't rage in time. Now he rages. Now he goes for Fog. Should be able to get the kill. One more hit needed. The phase boots are there. The mechanism comes out though. Universe. Having that mech complete makes all the difference. Blow your brain. He's going to be the only one to die here. Or is he the only one? Actually, nope. Puck comes out to kill off the Shadow Shaman. Goes down for it though with a vacuum of Light of Heaven, making sure that happens. EG looking for more, looking for a stun. Gets a Ness. A Ness, you're dead. Looking for more. But Light of Heaven is already out. G already backing off. They're going to have to give up a tier 1 tower for this as well though. This was a nightmare for Virtus.pro. They were the ones to initiate this, and they just got destroyed.
Yeah, MS says, I'm sure he's a little irritated. They got the Lifestealer, which is great, but they spent so much time chasing the Lifestealer and getting that kill that they completely wasted the really, really good ultimate by MSS. He had a 3-man ult and silence. And unfortunately, there was just no follow-up to be had, and he ends up actually losing his life in the end because of it. So, unfortunately, but it was still 2 for 1, and they also got a tower, so it was definitely worth the team fight. It's just unfortunate MSS making really big plays. Unfortunately, there's just nobody there to capitalize on it.
Yeah, Virtus.pro, they do have almost a mechanism ready. 600 gold for that one. I mean, they're not out of this just yet, and it looks like they haven't given up on this bottom lane idea either. There are 4 heroes here with G back into the jungle. They've got the wards. They've got the Naga Siren illusions. And they're looking for a push. Naga Siren's illusions mostly, of course, to scout out what's in the jungle and what could come get them. But they get the tier 1 tower. Let's see if they can T1, because, I mean, they look to be on the hunt for something. They surge up for Shadow Shaman. Perhaps they can get themselves a Ness, who is or a Fear rather. He gets hexed up. This is a Phantom Lancer that cannot escape. Shackle gets interrupted though. MSS big plays once again. Poison Nova comes out. Arsart, he's the one to go down, but gets at least a War Trap up on Jo. Jo will drop Universe with a stomp. Hits up on Light of Heaven here as well, who will go down. Looking for more. It is MSS that gets a double kill, picking off the Naga Siren. Looks like the fight in the end once again going the way of EG. Oh wow, Venomancer still gets a kill on Blow Your Brain. The hell? That was the poison.
Oh, that was the poison sting. He took down his armlet.
Yeah, I was thinking like I didn't see him on low life. Bedrider still goes down as well because he thought to come in when the rest of his team was already dead. That's the way that you've played Dota. That's obvious. But that, I mean, they got the Phantom Lancer, big whoop, but they lost everybody for that. An armlet toggling with poison on. It's not what you do, kids. Not what you do. You shouldn't do that.
Yeah, and well, yeah, like like you said, they're keeping down the Phantom Lancer. Really, he's forced to go Vlads. Like that by itself says he wants to be able to utilize the jungle. Like he's so scared of sitting in lane. He's feeling so much pressure that he feels the need to go into the jungle in order to pick up a lot his CS because he just doesn't have anything else. It's also a decent team fight item for his allies, but it's he's going to try and utilize the jungle a little bit more, try and stay out of danger. He knows he needs to pick up a lot more CS than he has right now. He's very, very far behind in that regards. But that being said, MSS is huge. Elder Titan has also picked up quite a number of kills. Those 2 heroes are going to be able to carry the mid game by themselves, pretty much. And that's going to free up a lot of room for Phantom Lancer.
Oh, Jo. He just picked up a gem for his team. If he drops that right now, that's a very big loss. Especially for that Phantom Lancer. He shouldn't have been there. Oh, maybe MSS Did he actually pick up the gem right there? He did! Oh my god, massive plays from him because VirtusPro too slow with cleaning out their inventories and picking up the gem. That's the biggest play that we've seen him do yet, I think, tonight.
Yeah, a VP, they probably had no idea the gem was on Venomancer. They just probably were going for a kill, and when it dropped, it probably took them by surprise. They're like, wait, what? Does anybody have room? I guess I'll drop my wards, I guess, and then by that, it was too late.
Hello, Puck.
So, well done by MSS.
Very well done.
He's already sitting on about 2,100 gold.
Yeah, now the gem is actually given to the other type? No, where did they put it? Put it on the courier, perhaps? I can't find the gem. So frustrating. Who has it? Nobody has it. He put it on the floor. There it is. Found it. It's on the bottom lane. Well, that's confusing.
Gem
MSS
found,
is
but
gonna
MSS
be in some trouble. He's actually very low on mana, out of mana phase shifts, but I don't think it's going to be helping out that much. Song comes out, Lasso is there,
Oh,
a nice storm from Universe! That Earth Splitter kills off the Naga Siren. G on very low health, that creep not going to get the last hit out, 8 HP left. Swap, Arsart, trouble, Fog does kill himself off with that, or does he? One more hit needed, but he gets away. Blow Your Brain is the one that's gonna get some. No! He armlet toggles this time without poison on him. 2 heroes dead on the side of VirtusPro, with nobody dying on EG, not even the Puck that was sitting there on barely any mana. That play from Universe, that saved lives right there, saved a lot of lives. And the song actually quite awkward because that did not really help VirtusPro because they had the lasso on the Puck, but couldn't take him down during the song. During the song. Light of Heaven, can't chase fear. Never mind.
Yeah, that was just so much miscommunication. I mean, you shouldn't be fighting near a tier 2 like that anyway for so long. I mean, a hero like Puck, that survivability that she has, just being able to delay a death long enough for the rest of his team to come in, even if they had killed the Puck, they still would have lost at least 2 heroes. So, just VP making some unusual mistakes, especially, I mean, you got to talk about G. He's having a very, very rough game, more so than the rest that earlier from today.
Yeah, he's been involved in 1 kill of the 6, which is, you know, I mean, there's only 6 kills, so that alone is just, you know, not that great. But then you're a bet writer, you're the keystone of your lineup, you're the one that needs to create opportunities. I mean, you've got yourself a lifestealer at your disposal that you can force to invest in you and then just jump on someone, but they can't make it happen. It feels like Virtus.pro, I mean, we know that they have played so many competitive games in the last couple of days. Perhaps they're just a bit burned out.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, they've got the boots of travel up on Pot Redder, so that's a good pickup, though I would obviously still prefer Force Staff, but gives you a lot more mobility and a lot more action on the map. For example, Elder Titan.
Yep, he's going to be the target here, looking for Universe. Tries to go for the stomp, gets it off, and that's going to be enough for him to teleport out.
Alright, well, that was... Anytime you're chasing an Elder Titan, and he loops around a tree, or goes into some other dead-end area and you can't quite see him, you should always know he's stomping. Like, that's what the hero does. So, again, that was a mistake by G. Like, he shouldn't have pursued. He should have let Naga Siren get him vision, sit far enough away, and he can land his stun to make sure that Elder Titan doesn't teleport away.
Oh, blow your brain. He's gonna rage TP out. Like, makes it happen as
Again,
well.
just little things.
Oh, free farm. This is just free gold right here.
Oh,
Never
yeah.
underestimate the power of free gold.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's always welcome. But yeah, Virtus.pro, they've got something they really needed. A bit of a buffer. That Aegis is going to provide them with some more security. Perhaps even more openings to try and make things happen. We're going to see it though. Blow Your Brain, in the previous game he went for a BKB. Do you think that he's going to go for it again, or is this just a Sanjin Yasha like he did it in the first game? Has he really been playing Lifestealer every single game? Yes. He has.
He's got to be just exhausted of this hero. No, I think he's going to be going for SMY. He's going to go for that race car build again. It's really, really strong mid game, and they don't want to go late against a Phantom Lancer. Like, you go late and pick up you could pick up, you know, Abyssal and any AC and all that sort of thing, but you're still going to have to deal with a Phantom Lancer, and it's just better to pick up a more mid-game oriented build and try and end the game before 35-40 minutes.
Yeah, we've got ourselves this Phantom Lancer is doing pretty well for himself. I mean, he's highest farmed hero for his team. He's got his Yasha, he's got his Flans already, which you already mentioned, but he now also has his Diffusal Blade ready. So he is just ready to join fights if need be. Ooh, MSS finds G, but phase shifts. Will we save? G doesn't pay any attention to him. Apparently, he's on a mission. Where's he going though? Because there's no creeps in the jungle of the Radiant, apart from one Centauro and his baby. Oh baby. Well, just lets it go. VirtusPro gathering bottom lane by the looks of it, because not just G is there, but Light of Heaven. Blow Your Brain, and also, oh, this is maybe an Infest Bomb. We haven't seen an Infest Bomb yet, have we? I don't think we have. Well, we have got 5 heroes making their way bottom at least for...
We have not. And something that... G right now, he's going for BKB. You still have, I mean, it's good versus the puck, and there's a lot of magic damage being thrown down, but you still have the swap to be able to deal with. And again, it's another situation where I just prefer to see Force Staff. You get the enemy unit that you grab farther away and fast with a Force Staff. It makes the supports have to constantly sit on edge, ready to respond when the Bat Rider has a Force Staff, because you have to be able to instantly hit your stun or instantly hit your swap before he gets out of range, because he's so fast. And that Force Staff goes a good amount of distance all by itself. So, I still prefer that, but maybe the BKB will work out for him. Maybe they're going to go for a little bit more Nake's Bomb sort of initiation rather than the Bat Rider pullback.
Well, they do have the bomb right now. Fogged. Already going for a
Wow,
swap. That doesn't work. Fogged himself is going to be hexed up, lassoed up, killed off. The hex was a bit redundant, but doesn't matter. A kill is a kill. Which is the most important thing here, because the next fight will be 5-on-4. If they're actually going to have a next fight. Which is the question here, because the creep wave, well, it will come in, but there's quite a bit of a counter push coming out from EG, of course, with those Astral Spirits, with the Puck Orb, with the wards already from the Venomancer. But then again, these wards triumph the Venomancer wards for sure. You need to have the creep wave for it though, and they actually don't have that. This is wasted Serpent wards. This is VirtusPro's push kinda dead, and it shows because they leave. They teleport top, making sure that that one solo Phantom Lancer can't make anything happen. But Phantom Lancer himself, he already teleported out. He's already, or not teleported out, he's on the run. Flame Break, still running. He can be saved by Fog though. Fog has a swap, he has a stun, in comes a stun up on a nest. That's at least a nest dead. Gem of True Sight picked up by Phantom Lancer, but he goes down as well, so that's a gem back in hands of VirtusPro. In the hands of Light of Heaven, actually, who gets swapped out into the stun, into Universe, into MSS. Gem exchanges hands again. This time goes the way of Universe. And it is a gem that NS actually purchased, so that means that right now there's 2 gems in the hands of EG. Because Venomancer still has his one as well.
And small thing, Fog learning from, you couldn't necessarily call it a mistake because Darkseer just picked up his Blink Dagger, but last time Fog tried and swapped the Darkseer and Darkseer instantly blinked. This time, he learns from his mistakes, gets the auto attack off first since Darkseer was in range, cancels that Blink Dagger, and then gets the swap off. It's those little things in these team fights that get you that extra kill, and it, in the end, gets you a big advantage. So now, EG... Like, the Phantom Lancer, yes, he's dead. He's far behind in farm. Like, he's catching up. But you know, that's not bad considering his start.
You're back.
Having issues. So many issues.
Yeah, it's just... It just doesn't work properly when we cast. I don't know why. Well, let's see if
that can go wrong, well.
Yeah, Murphy's Law. Tier 1 tower on their siege. Looks like they'll get it. Finally, VirtusPro secure the last shadow tower of EG. Or do they actually? Because Fog, looking for a swap, looking for a stun, finds it. That's an Aegis blown. No pun intended. Nice Darkseer wall up. Poison Nova doing work as well. That's already Naga Siren dead, so no song. Jo pops the Ghost Scepter. Will be living through Blow Your Brains harassment unless, no, right now he can hit him again. Mechanism does help him out slightly though. Goes for it, gets a kill. Double kill for Jo. The tower still goes down. In comes Fogged with the stun. The silence is still there from Blow Your Brain, but Blow Your Brain doesn't seem to care. Can he get the kill up? Infest out, he gets the kill. He will go down for it though, or will he? Armlet toggling for his life, and he rages. Armlet toggles, TPs. He can get out. Wow, that is a brilliant escape. 3 for 2, of course, still more kills going the way of EG than Virtus.pro. But getting the tower there, Virtus.pro, I'd say that this is the best kind of fight that they could have hoped for. Because they are, in a way, behind, even though the gold graph and experience graph don't really show that all that much. But they got off good, I think.
Absolutely. When you got the late game like this, any sort of gold lead or experience lead is worth double the amount just because you have that. Oh, the initiation from NS, but are they really ready for a team fight here?
Well, they've got the lasso. They want to go for fear. The dust comes off, but they can't find the right one, and snare, that might be the one thing that they need. Open wounds, hex up, fear. They will be able to bring him down. They lose the Naga Siren for him. In comes the stomp actually from the Elder Titan, and he actually gets himself a triple kill. Elder Titan. That's insane.
Universe is playing amazing this game. Like, I thought all this game would be on MSS's back, considering Universe had to deal with offlane solo against a strong dual lane. I figured he was going to be underleveled and wouldn't have enough farm to make the really big plays, but he is playing fantastic. I mean, everything run down from his stomps, but also his Necrominion aggro. Like, last team fight in middle when VP was pushing in the tier 1, he drained all of Batrider's mana with some really good Necro Micro, and Batrider never actually got off a lasso in that middle tier 1 team fight because of his Necrominions. So it's just all around, like, Universe is just saving the day for Evil Geniuses. And that's why he is so valued in the US scene as a player. He's one of those top tier players that everybody wants to be able to have on their team. And this is exactly why. He's made such a good recovery from his off lane. He did decently well there, never really died. And he's turned that into just gold for EG.
He is 8 for 1
He is
for
the main
7.
reason that they're ahead right now. Yeah.
He's got, like, not the highest involvement rate, because that's reserved for the Puck, who has actually been in 19 kills out of the 24. But he's been doing a lot of work and able to escape. His stomps have been amazing, his Earth Splitters as well, as we have got the new patch out apparently. The Fear hates Dire Tide. Yep. Well, he's making fans. But yeah, Virtus.pro, they get what they wanted, right? And they lose 2 supports in their mid for it. They get the Phantom Lancer, and even though that's that's nice rather, they can't really get anything in return for it, and they can't really draw the game out late because they're not going to win up against the Phantom Lancer. I mean, they're not going to outcarry that. So,
when did Demon sneak into the game, by the way? I didn't even notice him here.
I don't know. Must be on at the last minute. Then again, we were messing with communication programs before the last game. So that might be why we didn't notice.
Well, the cancer is almost fully formed. It's definitely malignant. You've got the Manta style up, and now you've got that incredibly strong split push. He still needs that heart in order to give him the survivability. But for the most part, he is ready to just cause VP so many issues. Again, still probably wants to avoid team fights. He needs to be able to have a significant amount of health before he gets into those, because he could easily be locked down and targeted by the Lifestealer. But once he does have that, he's pretty much unstoppable. So we're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah, I have to commend Jo for his ballsiness. He actually went for the dire side Ancients, and he got them cleared out before they found out that he was there. Virtus.pro, though, they realized that there is some pressure on here, because they group up as 5 going bottom once again. In comes a stomp again, and with no creep wave there, the tower will be dealing with those Serpent wards. Quite definitely blinking, infest out, they want to go for Jo, they will be able to get him!
That is not the hero you want!
No! Swap! Fog saves his life! In the meantime, Arsad gets jumped upon, Fear able to take him down. Lower Rain trying to eat him up, but Fear already getting himself on with the double walk. The smoke still hits, but nobody's able to chase him down. Earth Splitter will hit up on NS, takes a lot of a beating from that one, puts the song up instantly, and that's gonna be the escape for Virtus.pro. They did lose their lifestealer who got taken down by the puck in the end. MSS with that hex doing work, and they still, and with they I mean Virtus.pro, cannot get that tier 2 tower bottom lane. Still, all tier 2s still standing strong for EG. Virtus.pro, I think their moment has ended. I think EG with this Phantom Lancer, with now for the first time in the game being higher on net worth than the lifestealer, they can actually look to end this.
Yep, I mean, again, the decision-making process, why would you want to grab Vino? Like, even if you do kill him, it's just a support. You just blew your initiation to kill a support. But if you don't kill him, you have successfully brought him into the middle of your team in order for him to hit a really good Poison Nova. Or, there's what happened, Vengeful Spirit swap.
Yeah, talking about swaps by Shadow Shaman. Looks like this might just be it. Tier 3 tower will drop. I am still thinking that Virtus.pro might be, you know, hitting themselves in the head for for calling a GG in Game 2 so early. Because they had a better game in Game 2 than they're having right now. But they are very heavily on the back foot. I mean, the gold graph, experience graph have been very even throughout the game. But now that Phantom Lancer is able to just be this much in fights, the gold graph is at the 12k, experience graph is at over 10k, at the 12k actually as well, and EG is just spiking ahead. They can take down the Roshan right now and move towards the next lane.
Jo just blew his blue Nova.
Yeah.
Probably because he was scared of the Batrider grabbing him and he just wanted to get it off before he died, but that's on cooldown for a bit, but at least he get Aegis.
Yeah, and his Nova has not been really the make or break in the last couple of fights. It's all just been, like, it's not even, like, it's been good play from EG, obviously, but it's also the decision making, as you already pointed out, from Virtus.pro. They just seem a bit sloppy, not as controlled as we've seen them in the first 2 games. Let's see if they're controlled now, though, because they're gonna have to bring their A game to defend their tier 3 tower right now. Everything is up on Virtus.pro, and of course the Poison Nova is down. The smoke is actually up. Perhaps they're looking for the pincer motion coming in from the side. The song comes in first. They're gonna try to catch it out. The center word goes down. Blow your brain. Go for Universe. Rages. That's gonna be a lasso. Catches MSS, but where's the damage gonna come from? Fear, he is actually close to dying. Earthsplitter still is able to kill off Light of Heaven, as well as Arsarge. Aegis gets put up on again, and that's gonna be Fear back into the fight. He will go down again, or will he? MSS, Dream Coil up into Blow Your Brain, Infest into a creep. It's not enough though. Or is it? It is! He lives! It is 2 for 3. They defend their racks. MSS dies. Fear dies. He loses his Aegis as well. That was... I actually thought that Virtus.pro wasn't going to win that fight, I have to be honest, but they just played it really good, and I think EG kind of... MSS didn't have to go in for a second time there. He could have gotten away.
Yeah, that, and if Fear had just bought, even just the Reaver, but he also could have bought the Bit Booster in the side shot before they went in. Like, Aegis, obviously, they had tons of times to be able to work around that. He could have finished off his Heart, and if he had Heart, or even just some of the... just the Reaver, that team fight would have been completely different. He might have still gone down, but they would have picked up, would have been a much more even trade. It would have been Lifestealer going down and possibly others. So, silly, I mean, it could have gone much better, but EG is still in complete control of this game. They're still over 12,000 gold ahead, about 9,000 experience ahead, and that's not going to change anytime soon. Have you seen what this Venomancer has picked up?
I was just looking at it, and I'm like, did I actually think that he was a support Venomancer? He was a support Venomancer, right? And I'm just thinking about that, and he was a support Venomancer. I checked it twice with myself before I realized that he indeed was, but he's a very fat support Venomancer with just over 10k gold now worth. He's got a Scotty. That's something that I haven't seen in ages. I mean, we've seen the Scotty lately more and more, but on the Venomancer as a support.
Well, I mean, really, you could say, the Vengeful Spirit
Hex
swap.
Killed! Remorseless.
Well played, Vlog. Barely getting there in time. You could say that this is... him being a little bit underfarmed in the beginning, because he would have started working towards because he picked up the point booster that's originally set up for you to be able to pick up Aghanims. It's really good on Venomancer, but he just was never ever able to pick up enough farm to build into any of the other components, and all of a sudden they take all these great team fights, all this tower gold, and all of a sudden he's swimming and 3,000 gold, and he goes, do I really want to pick up Aghanims here versus a Lifestealer? Or can I just pick up Scotty? And can I just be an extreme nuisance now to the Lifestealer, because now he's got double slows?
Oh yeah, it's pretty insane. The Shadow Shaman doesn't stand a chance up against this lineup. EG, they are split pushing this out. In comes a song here from the south. Let's see what they can do here. G looking for a lasso, wants to go for MSS. The BKB's turned on. The vacuum still comes out. The lasso, it's not enough. MSS gets himself out. The orb comes in. There goes your lasso up into the first, but he's already landed the Earth Splitter. G will get picked up. Now they infest out for Blow Your Brain, but he gets hexed and killed. It is 4 dead. The GG comes out. EG will take this third game, and with that take the series. That means that VirtusPro in the end have not been able to win a single best of 3 here in the Dota 2 Champions League, and are therefore left at the bottom of the Group A, which they're in. Doesn't matter for EG that much though, because I believe they're still not really having a chance to make it to the playoffs. I can check that in a second. There we go. With this win, yeah, they'll still be 4th place in the group. So it's only the top 3 that makes it on. Was for show. Strong showing from EG though. Still, I'm actually like game 2. I really think VirtusPro could have taken that one.
Yeah, I think so too. But like you said, I guess when there aren't many stakes in it, and you've been playing a lot of games recently, sometimes, you know, you give in a little bit too early, or you just want to play another one out or something like that. So, in the end, though, well done by EG. Good comeback. I honestly thought that VP, with their showing in Game 1 and most of Game 2, I thought they were going to be strong enough to be able to take this series, but I really felt a lot better about the draft, and also the playstyle. Like, VP, they had, I felt, to be better late game in both Game 1 and Game 2, and they played really, really well according to that fact. Like, they played very passively, very conservatively, never really overextended very much, and because of that, there are very few openings for EG to be able to pick off heroes and push down towers and barracks. Instead, this game, EG, they go, you know what? Let's force VP to be the ones to try and be the aggressors. Pick up that Phantom Lancer as a last pick and go for the harder carry, and it worked out beautifully. So I think both the draft and the idea behind picking up the better late game against VP were both really, really good ideas. So well done.
So you'd say outpicked and outplayed?
Yeah, I think EG did outpick and outplay them in Game 3, absolutely.
Well, EG, I have to say, yeah, strong showing. I like their playstyle. There were some brilliant individual plays to see. It was a good match to watch. VirtusPro, they felt strong in Game 1 and Game 2. They kind of felt like they just weren't playing their A game in Game 3. It just didn't click. The synergy wasn't really there, unfortunately, for them. But you know, like you said, or like I said before that also, as you said that I said, yes. Anyways, there weren't any stakes. That's kind of weird. Thank you for watching, of course, for everybody that is still watching here after the game is already over. Capitalist, do you have any shoutouts or plugins while you're here?
I have a shout out, very special shout out. Shout out to you, Sheever, for helping me last night with the overlays and being here and all that sort of deal. And you guys.
Wow, brilliant time for Skype to start lagging.
You can check me out at Dota Capitalist on Twitter and Twitch. And that's pretty much it.
There we go.
Yes, thank you. Dota Capitalist everywhere.
We still heard it. People can also follow me on Twitter and @SheeverGaming, so follow us on Twitter. And of course follow Edna Has Dota on Twitter, who had to leave halfway through the game, as you might have noticed in disconnecting. So, anyways, I will be back here in just a moment, but only to tell you that this was the last game. But I will also play some commercials, so if you want to stick around for that and want to support the Dota 2 Champions League that way, then you can stick around. Otherwise, have a great night, evening, morning, wherever you are. And make sure you watch more Dota tomorrow, which is going to be starting at 9 AM CET time, because there's gonna be 2 matches for the Ace Dota 2 League. And both are gonna be with the Tongfu B team. So they're not.
Are you casting those?
No. I'm just making commercials
Oh.
for other people's Dota. And I'm actually realizing that the games aren't really gonna be all that interesting because they're gonna be slightly one-sided. So perhaps you can, you know, sleep in late. That could be an option. And I'm with you, I mean viewers, obviously. Because I know that you won't be sleeping at that point. Yeah, that was it. So, thank you, and good night.